Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gamers of all ages, welcome to Gamer Talk TV. I am your host, Tom Szydlo. With me are my dear friends Dan Pignato and Jordan Manis, here to discuss and converse in the wonderful world of video gaming. This episode's topic is a versus episode, Batman the Arkham series, Batman Arkham Asylum versus Batman Arkham City. Which is the better game and why? We are going to be discussing that and kind of just debating which is our favorite and which one we think was the better game of the two. To start, we're going to have a little history lesson from my dear friends, starting with Mr. Dan Pignato about the Arkham Asylum game.
Just about Arkham Asylum?
Yeah, we'll start with that one first.
Okay, and just one. Arkham Asylum is a action-adventure game that kind of is like a modern-day Zelda, where it's like you're in a small environment and everything, but areas become like unlocked, and you're really in just like a small island, but the game is so good that that doesn't even matter.
Terrible. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And now, Jordan, would you mind discussing a little bit about Arkham City?
Well, Arkham City is like a continuation of the Arkham series, and you're in like Gotham City, a closed-off part called Arkham City, and you're like tracking down different comic villains from the Batman series and solving mysteries.
Now let's just go here and discuss some of our favorite parts to start with. For me, I don't know about you guys, but to start with, just discuss moments from Arkham Asylum that made us like it, and pros and cons here. So we're going to start with pros. For me, the one thing I loved the most about it was I actually really like the stealth mechanics to it a lot.
Yeah.
Because I really loved that you had to do a lot of stealth kills, and it felt like...
Well, not kills, because it's
Batman. Not actually kills, because it's Batman. I mean, it felt like a kill. Stealth takedowns. Excuse me. You have to excuse me, because I'm used to games where I don't have to be the hero guy.
Of course,
But like in this true hero, not an anti-hero. But the whole thing was that, like, the stealth mechanics of you have to be on these gargoyles, hunting people down, or like swooping or sneaking up on the side. And then I loved the simplicity, but the complexity in it too.
Yeah, it's like in Arkham, like Asylum was the first game, and all the Batman games before that were kind of, they couldn't really get the stealth and like the action together, but Arkham Asylum really got that perfect blend, or it just started to.
It was the game that made superhero games feel good again.
Definitely, without a doubt.
That game got me really into video games again.
Yeah, here, for you guys, what do you guys would say was one of your favorite moments from Arkham Asylum?
From Arkham Asylum, just really any moment with Mark Hamill as the Joker. His voice and just his performance is so good.
Having the guys from Batman, the animated series 90s show, was just great to have them back.
Always helps. It's just their voices, like, if you talk to someone who's watched the animated series and you're like, hey, can you describe Batman's voice or Joker's voice, they will always go strictly to like the animated series.
Yeah.
And it's so great how they got that to like a video game, and it just works so well.
I thought it was amazing because those people are what people think of for those voices, as you said.
And all of the people who they got are like actual like voice actors, like they've been doing it for years, so they know exactly what to do and how to like visualize it. So it was just great casting all around.
Better than Christian Bale. That's all I have to say. Just a good choice. How about here, Jordan? Let's go with the favorite moments of yours from Arkham Asylum.
I liked anything with the Scarecrow, like trying to sneak around against him.
I was gonna say that next. I was hoping one of you two would. Hey man, I can't help it. But the Scarecrow part is the best.
Yeah, that was my favorite. Just trying to sneak around. I love what they did with his look and everything, how they really made him crazy looking.
Yeah. To point out specifically, I loved his second level where where Batman was kind of in the hallway and he kind of started losing his mind, where he then turned into the kid.
It's like, wow, this is kind of dark.
It was really dark. Like I thought the game was just going to be how it was until the first part of it. I was freaking out in the morgue.
It's like really surprisingly like dark for a teen game.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh my god.
I kept getting confused. I thought I was lost in something.
It was kind of trippy too. I like trippy atmospheres in games a lot. And having that was really fun.
And plus the Scarecrow levels are so different from all the other levels in that like all of them are usually like you fight this boss with like your fist, but this one it's like you're running away from
a lot of it.
Yeah, and it's like you're Batman. You're not supposed to be, but you are, because you're so like, oh god.
Yeah.
You're just so like shaky from it.
Let's go with a couple of things that we didn't like about Arkham Asylum. For me, I don't know, but I kind of didn't like the the outdoors of it, like when we're just kind of roaming, when we're not in a building, it didn't feel like there was anything else to it as much.
I think that's because it was like you're in the same place for like that game's like 12, 15 hours, we'll say.
Ish, I'd say about
But
that.
if you do all the Riddler stuff and everything.
Yeah, I think
I'd
so.
say that.
I
So-
don't. Yeah, the Riddler stuff too.
And it's just like you're in this same place for like that long. It's like I kind of want to see something new. But I would say for me that the Killer Croc boss fight was definitely one of the weakest.
Yeah.
Because you're literally walking through the whole mission. And it's just like there's no difficulty to it, and it's just surprising.
It was interesting because I actually like the Killer Croc one, but I can see your point because it felt tedious and slow just to kind of be slow.
Like I played it on normal when I first played it, and then I played on like the hardest difficulty. No difference whatsoever between the two.
Yeah.
How about you, Jordan? What would you say would be a con of Arkham Asylum for you?
Well, I would agree with the Killer Croc and everything. I kind of thought like they should have added more of the Riddler in it.
Yeah.
Maybe like instead of just less Riddler challenges, like how they had a lot more in Arkham City. I think they should have done the same.
Yeah.
Arkham Asylum.
Before we get to now, let's get into Arkham City.
Yeah.
That's a good transition there. Let's go with
you
pros from Arkham City. And for me, I loved that the Riddler was actually like. He wasn't just in the
physically
background on your communicator. He was there, and you
like
were
a
actually
villain.
a real villain. Because for me, I don't know about you guys, but other than the Scarecrow, the Riddler is my favorite villain.
Oh, yeah?
But I think it's because the Scarecrow I like more now because of Arkham Asylum.
Yeah,
which is what I'm going to go with my con here now too, is that I hated that there was no Scarecrow levels in the Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
But that, you know what?
Yeah.
That was made up because the Mad Hatter level was amazing.
Yes.
That was surprisingly really good.
That
it's just-
freaked me out.
I'm getting my pros and cons in here now. I'm stealing a lot of ideas. So
You are.
also, yeah. So let's go with Dan. You go with your pro and con. And just
Honestly,
make it
I have to say that whole game.
Really? Can you point out a specific spot that you loved?
Besides the performances given by all of them, just like they've put in so much Batman history in it, and I'm
know.
such a huge Batman fan.
Yeah.
It was so nice to see like a game that has literally like just hours of Batman like trivia and everything,
Yeah.
and just the ending.
The ending.
Yeah.
You can't like
Yeah,
that ending.
that
is
was-
just-
that was the
That blew
greatest.
my mind.
Can, can we say that?
Yeah.
Are we
Oh,
able
yeah.
to?
Spoiler alert,
Spoilers?
by the
Yeah,
way.
spoiler alert.
Okay, so yeah, the Joker dies at the end. Like
The most iconic Batman villain.
for the life of me, I honestly thought I wouldn't even believe it. I wasn't thinking that was happening.
Yeah.
I was
I
waiting for him
didn't.
to jump up.
Yeah.
It's like nothing that I can remember has ever like truly killed off the Joker. And
No,
this is
I don't
it.
think I've ever.
It's
How many
just a
comics have they had
disease.
him actually get killed off in? Any of them?
It's a couple. They kill him off, but then he comes
Yeah,
back.
but they never ended it with he's
Yeah,
gone.
this one's like he's dead.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so shot. And honestly, I was thinking about it. They kill like 4 or 5 main characters in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
They kill Ra's al Ghul, Talia al Ghul, Clayface.
Yeah. And the Joker.
Joker,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna hate myself for not remembering. It's the main bad guy who's bald.
Penguin.
Not Penguin.
Hugo
Hugo
Strange,
Strange.
yeah.
Hugo
Hugo
Strange.
Strange.
They kill them all in like the last 10, 20
He was in the
minutes.
final act of the game right there.
And it's like,
Yeah.
oh my
no pun
god, you're
intended
just
with Clayface, right?
yeah. There you go.
Okay, but before we get too much on a tangent, let's get to Jordan's pro and con of the game.
Well, I thought the best part was that it was like more open of an area. Like you can go anywhere pretty much and do side missions in the middle of the game if you wanted. And pretty much like the only thing I didn't like was like how you have to like have add-ons and everything. Like I thought it would have been cool if like you just unlocked it from
Yeah.
doing certain missions instead of having to buy.
Like the skins. I
Yeah.
kind of hated that I had to buy skins.
Yeah.
Unless you got the fancy pre-orders, but you
Yeah.
can still
Oh,
buy
Game
them
Who's
of
later.
the
fancy
year.
like that?
Who's fancy, but you
Yeah.
can still buy them later for $5.
Yeah.
See, that's the only problem. It's just
That's DLC, and we could have a tangent on DLC, but right now, let's make the masterful decision of which is the better game in your opinion.
honestly, Arkham City, without a doubt.
Yeah,
That
without
is
a doubt.
really, I consider it one of the top 3 best games ever made in the
Yeah.
history
It
of
had
video games.
The great story.
I will
It
play
is.
that game forever.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
How about you, Jordan? Would you say the same?
Just the story was incredible.
Yeah.
I loved how they had a lot of villains.
I really want to pick Arkham Asylum because
It's-
that game made me love Batman more than like other than The Dark Knight, like if that movie hadn't
Yeah.
come out and been as amazing, I wouldn't have loved Batman as much until that
Exactly,
game.
Yeah.
exactly.
But-
And Arkham Asylum is such a good game too, but
Arkham City is just so much better.
it is so well made.
Yeah.
Like they literally almost fixed every like the combat smoother and just everything. Like just makes you
All right.
feel like Batman.
Well, I think we've made our decision. And with that, we will be ending this episode. Thank you for joining us on Gamer Talk TV. For Jordan and Dan, my name is Tom Szydlo, and until next we meet, keep on gaming.